So early January, I had the amazing opportunity to meet one of my heroes in the Hot Wheels community, and his name is Randy Landrum. And he, if you don't know already, is the original designer, so outside of Mattel, of the JEGS Dodge Challenger. And if you have seen previous contents of mine, you know I'm a big fan of Dodge Challengers. Doesn't matter SRT, Hellcat, Demon. And when they released the JEGS one with the mainline and the Super, of course I had to get more than just one. And it was an amazing opportunity to talk to the man himself and also hear the backstory, how it all started. And also stay tuned for a special announcement at the end of the video as well. We've got an amazing opportunity for those who are fans of the JEGS Challenger, and you can find out more at the end. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you for responding to my random Instagram message out of the blue.
No problem. It's a treat to be part of this. So.
Likewise as well. So I don't know if you've seen my other videos that I did for this channel, but I like to meet new people who are interested in the 1/64 diecast world, especially Hot Wheels, and that includes everyone around the world. And of course, I had to reach out to you because this car is definitely one of my favorites. You can see that.
Oh yeah, you got a super treasure hunt, huh?
Absolutely, and it's one of my treasured castings and one of my treasured Hot Wheels. So I was definitely a big fan.
So I've got one too, but mine is signed by Jed Coughlin, 6-time pro stock champion.
Wow. So, okay.
But he was the one that actually got this rolling for me. So
sure. Okay, let's hear this whole story, but let's start from the beginning of how you really got into Hot Wheels.
So I was on vacation December 2018 into 2019. This is before all the pandemic stuff started and stuff like that. And I was sitting here bored one night. I was going through my Hot Wheels collection and I saw that Demon, and I got to thinking, well, Jeg has a super stock Challenger. I could make this car like this because I've got some decals. Took the car apart, painted it. You know, I put all the decals on it and really made it look really neat. I really did a lot of detail work to it. Took me about 4 or 5 hours over several days to do it. You know, because once I put the decals on, I need to let them dry and then, you know, go back and do all the detail work. And it really turned out really nice. I took it to work with me and I hung it up next to my desk, and 2 or 3 people mentioned it. And then a couple people asked me if I'd make one for them. I said, sure. And I thought, well, I'll just send one up to Jeg Jr.
Yeah.
And so I asked one supervisor to do that, and he didn't do it. He made fun of me. And I was like, he had never done this. He's always been a positive guy.
Yeah.
But when he walked away, another supervisor walked up to me. He says, I'm going to see Jeg tomorrow. He says, I'll give it to him. He said, I think he'll like it. And so I gave it to Jeg, or I sent it up to Jeg, and Jeg sent me an email, and then he called me and he said, I really like this. He said, I think it's really neat. He said, I really flipped over this. I was like, wow, cool. I appreciate that. So he didn't say anything. And then the next December, I didn't give it to him till like April, but the next December, he came up to me at the Christmas dinner. And I'm sitting at the table with all my friends eating Christmas dinner, and he said, can I see you for a minute? And I went, yeah. And he pulled me aside, and everybody's looking at me like I was crazy, you know. And he said, you remember that Hot Wheels car you made for me? I said, yeah. He goes, well, he says, I sent it to purchasing, and purchasing sent it to Hot Wheels, and they're going to build it. He said, it'll be out next August. And I was like floored, you know.
Yeah.
And then I sort of lost track over the next few months and didn't think a whole lot about it. And then I'm on eBay and I saw a gold Super Treasure Hunt on eBay, and it was from Malaysia. And the guy had it on there for $200. It was $200 shipped to the U.S. And I'm assuming it was a Hot Wheels employee that had it, but I immediately emailed Jeg and sent him a link to that Hot Wheels car. And 5 minutes later, it was gone. And I was like, wow. So he bought the first one, and then they started popping up gradually over the next few weeks, and I was able to get some off of there. I bought some at some of the local Walmarts around and stuff, but I amassed about 200 of the yellow ones.
Okay.
And I put them in protective packets, and then I've been giving them out to like kids or people that are Hot Wheels fans. Somebody mentions, I wear a shirt that has Hot Wheels on it. You know, somebody says something, or I wear my hat, somebody says something, and they tell me they're a Hot Wheels fan. I mean, I had a lady walk up to me in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and I had my Hot Wheels hat on. And she goes, "You wouldn't believe this." She says, "I am the world's biggest Hot Wheels collector. I'm the world's biggest female Hot Wheels collector."
Okay.
And I went, crazy. That's crazy. So we were sitting right next to my car, and I just opened up the back of my car and I gave her one, and I signed it and told her the story. She was almost in tears. She was just floored. I've had a big connection with Hot Wheels my whole life.
Yeah.
So they came out when I was 4 years old, and I can remember having them when I was a little kid and playing with them and rolling them across the floor and stuff like that. And I never liked the old Matchbox cars because they didn't roll as well. I collect a lot of Camaro Hot Wheels.
Okay.
And I've got some VW Hot Wheels because I used to have a VW Beetle. So I've got quite a few of those hidden in a box downstairs in the basement. And then, but I'm trying to get every Camaro ever made. Every Camaro they ever made, because
Sure.
I own a Camaro and I'm a Camaro guy.
Yes.
I just happened to make this Challenger because I was trying to match, that car.
Of course.
So.
Actually, talking about Camaros, that Copo Camaro, what an amazing car that you used to own. Could you tell me more about that one that you sent through?
Yeah, every year Chevrolet has a lottery, okay?
Yeah.
And they build 69 Copo Camaros. But on this certain year, they built 29 special edition Copos, and they were Hot Wheels Copos. It was on Hot Wheels 50th anniversary in 2018.
Yeah.
And I was in my living room in January of 2018, and I got an email from Chevrolet saying that I was picked and I was chosen to get one of the 69 Copos.
Wow.
And I was also eligible to get one of the Hot Wheels ones if I wanted it.
Yes.
And I looked at my son and I said, "Is this for real?" And he goes, "I think it is, Dad." And he says, they only gave you 48 hours to reply.
Yeah.
So I replied to the email, and the guy that was the head of the Copo program called me back immediately. And I don't know how much you know about car culture over here, but he was at Barrett Jack's collector car auction that they have in January every year in Scottsdale, Arizona. Okay. And he was down there trying to sell this year's run of the Copo Camaros, and he was showing it off. He had one on display. But he called me and said, he goes, "Do you want it?" And I said, "Yeah." Now these things are, in American dollars, they're $142,000.
Yeah.
And I didn't have $142,000, but I told him I was going to take it. I was going to get it one way or the other.
Yeah.
And what I did was I partnered with a Chevrolet dealer. And we bought it together.
Oh, I see.
And then he eventually bought me out.
Yes.
And he sold it to a guy from Texas. Made a lot of money on it. I made quite a bit of money on it, but he made a lot of money on it. It ended up being the last one made. As I developed a relationship with the guy at Chevrolet, I said, "What place in line is my car?" He says, "Third to last." I said, "Can it be last? And can I get paperwork that says it's the last Hot Wheels Copo?"
Yes.
And he goes, "Absolutely." And so he did that, and I didn't get it until like October 26th of 2018. was the day that video where he uncovered it, sent it to you. It was a really great experience. I got to go up to Detroit 2 times during the build process and see the car in process, and I got to learn a whole lot about it, you know. But it was a really, really neat experience, and it's a beautiful car. You know, I know you saw the video of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Actually,
Amazing.
Hot Wheels made that car too.
Yes.
Okay, so that was a
I don't personally have one, but yeah, I've seen that across a couple of years ago.
Well, I'll have to try to get you one, okay?
Absolutely. But the color and just the overall look and the sound especially, I think they just did a really good job. Knocked it out of the park.
Yeah. It was a beautiful car. They did a great, and all those stripes, everything on that car was hand painted by Chevrolet. Wow. They're hand built in a facility that's it's in Oxford, Michigan, and it's right out in the middle of the country.
Yes.
I mean, you drive completely out in the country, and then all of a sudden you turn off and you go into this place, and there's these 2 big long buildings, and it's a process from there's 13 different process stations that it goes through, and then the paint is also another process. It comes painted the color that it's going to be, but they call it the body in white at that point. Of course, you know, I showed you the Hot Wheels cars that they gave me. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, definitely a highlight of any collection. I wouldn't sell those for no amount of money. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's beautiful, cool. By the way. I think was that box set made by Chevrolet or Mattel? It was made by Mattel for Chevrolet. Oh, for Chevrolet. Okay. Yeah, but if you look at the box, you see the box. It's got Hot Wheels and Chevrolet across the tape. Yeah. And he asked me if I wanted to open it. He said some people don't open them. Yeah. I said I had to open it to see what was in it because he wouldn't tell me what was in it. Yeah, absolutely. And you're going to keep it, and you're not going to sell it, so might as well open it. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Well, and the guy that from the dealership said that guy told me that he could call me at any time, or I could call him at any time if I ever wanted to sell the Hot Wheels, because that was the only thing. I gave up. You get a racing jacket with it too. Sure. And I gave up the racing jacket. I see. To help him. So anyway. How often did you I assume you got to drive the Copo? Did you take it on the drag strip or anything like that? I did it. I never got to take it on the drag strip. Oh, I see. Okay. It was it was already, by the time that the car got built, it was already, yes. we had already made a deal on it. So I have a 2012 Camaro SS. Yep. 6-speed, 6.2 LS engine. Of course. You know, it's about 440 horsepower with what the modifications I've got on it. Yeah. And it is a beautiful car. It's got leather and heated seats and a 6-speed manual, and it's a lot of fun. It's the most fun car I've ever had to drive. You know, I assume it's not a daily. It is not. It is not. In fact, I was just talking to a guy this morning. I probably only drove it about 800 miles last year. Simply because it was a busy summer for me. Is there a specific Hot Wheels Camaro that you actually haven't got yet that you're actively looking for? You pretty much have most of them. None that I know of, but I mean, every once in a while, like I went into a store last week and I found one. It was a newer one. Yeah. And I actually don't remember. I know it was a 68 Camaro, but it was a new one, and I forget. It had some sort of a stripe across it with a message. I forget what it said, but it's one of the newer ones. I see. It's a 2021. It said new for 2021. 2021 mainline. Yeah. I might have one. Maybe take some pictures and put it on the video later. What's the Hot Wheels collection scene like, especially in Ohio and the city or the county that you live in? I got to tell you, and this is from when those cars came out. You can't find them here, okay? Really? And I'm going to tell you right now, the shelves are empty. You can't find them anywhere. They're just, because they're having a hard time getting them into the country.
I see.
But there's a shortage of Hot Wheels right now, the new ones.
Yeah.
So that's made the prices go up quite a bit on eBay.
Yes. I imagine.
But I'm going to tell you that every retail store, there's a Hot Wheels collector who's paying off the toy manager to get in there and get their hands on all the cars. Of all the JEGS cars that I've got, I only got 10 of them on my own in a Walmart or a Meijer or, a retail store. So my wife found some in a Kroger once, but they're very, very hard to get. I mean, the good ones are rarely ever there. I am working on some more Hot Wheels for JEGS.
Yes.
We're in negotiation with them to do about a dozen more Hot Wheels over the next 5 years.
Wow, so exciting. Yes.
I don't think I showed you, I took one of Larry Wood's buses.
Yes.
Called a Cool Bus. And it's a pretty rare Hot Wheel. And I put the JEGS logos on it and stripes and some of the stuff on it and made it neat. And that's one that's under consideration. And then I did a 62 Chevy. These trucks are very popular.
Yeah, the
in
C10.
any style.
Yeah.
The C10.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you what's unique about this truck and why it would mean so much to me if JEGS decided to do that one. Is
How
my
come?
wife and I went on our first date in the 65 C10.
That exact body.
Exact body.
Wow.
Exact body. So
yeah. That will be meaningful. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's a definitely popular one here in New Zealand as well. I haven't seen the school bus before.
It's
it'll be
rare
good to re-release it. Yeah.
It was, if you look back in the history, it was when Larry Wood was doing his Larry Wood special cars. He did a 69 Camaro also. Yes. Which that's one I don't have. I don't have his 69
okay.
Camaro.
All right.
So I've been trying to get that.
Yes.
And every time I get outbid on it, but I'm going to have to just choke it down to buy it, I guess. But but that's an extremely rare. I've actually never seen another one of those for sale. And
it's hard to come by, even on eBay.
Right.
Yeah.
But I can take the stripes back off of that and make it back original if I want to.
Sure.
But and then I've got I'm actually going to do a JEGS hauler. This is JEGS has a 68 or 69 Dodge truck hauler, which is what this truck is.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And I did this up last summer, and so we're going to take pictures of their original truck, which they're rebuilding right now.
Okay.
JEGS is it's in the process of restoration.
Oh wow.
And,
okay.
When I first started working for JEGS, it was in primer, and now it's all painted and looking good. And they're sending me pictures now, and so I'm going to get another one of those trucks, and I'm going to build it into that truck for them.
King Transport.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exciting.
And do a Barracuda. They had a Barracuda race car back then. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to try to send that over to them.
So tell me more about JEGS. So JEGS is obviously very strong in the US, but we here in Australia or New Zealand, we don't have anything to do with JEGS. So I didn't know personally much about JEGS until I saw the Challenger.
I probably get sell one sale a week to Australia or New Zealand.
Oh, really? Okay.
I have many customers over there. You will know who JEGS is in the next 5 years.
Yes.
Okay.
And they will sell a lot more Hot Wheels of JEGS.
For sure. Well, in the U.S., they went like crazy. I bought 25 of them from a guy in Australia.
What? 25 Challengers?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so they've got a different back on them.
Yes.
the writing on the back is different on your cars.
Just wanted to show you that, yeah, you don't have the guaranteed for life. Sorry, it's quite blurry. But yeah, don't have the guaranteed for life on the top, on the hook.
Right. I see that. You know what? I never noticed that.
Yeah. And definitely different writing on the back as well.
Right. So I gave Jeg one of those. And I gave him the European short card.
Oh, yes. That would be interesting. That's quite rare to come by, the short cards, especially the supers.
Right. Yeah. But I've only seen one of those actually for sale. That's the one I would love to have, but man, the guy that had it wanted $219 for it. And I'm like, no way. So
yeah, we have to call it a limit somewhere. It's
But I did get a gold one at I have 16 of those.
Okay.
And I got a gold one at a flea market in Tennessee. It was this was an old time flea market.
Yeah.
And I would have never dreamed to walk in there. And I walked in there and I had on my JEGS jacket.
Yes.
And it said JEGS on it. And that guy said, "I've got something for you." And he handed it to me. I looked at him. I said, and my wife looked at him. She said, "Well, he designed that car." And that guy's jaw dropped, you know. I said, "What do you want for it?" He said, $60. And I said, "Well, let me tell you this. I'll give you X amount of dollars and I'll give you one of my yellow ones and I'll autograph it for you." And he said, "I'll do that."
Yeah.
And so I brought it back. I went out and got one and we made a partial trade, you know, some money and for my car and some money, but I got it pretty cheap.
Yes.
And I actually let that, it's the only one I've ever let go. I let that car go to a guy that works at JEGS who had aggravated me for a year wanting it.
Thank you so much for joining me today. Like I said, Randy, I really do appreciate it. And it's like meeting a bit of a hero in the Hot Wheels world, especially for the car that I really personally like. So
that's
hopefully
awesome.
We can have a chat again or meet in person in the future.
So I hope you guys enjoyed that interview with Mr. Randy Landrum. What a fantastic guy he is. And a big thank you for coming on to the show. Now, at the beginning, I did mention we have a special announcement for those who are fans of the JEGS Super Treasure Hunt Dodge Challenger. And that announcement is that we have got JEGS Jr., one of the founders' sons and also the owner of JEGS Performance Parts, to autograph a Super Treasure Hunt JEGS Dodge Challenger. How amazing is that? And we have one that we are going to auction on eBay or maybe another auction site. The detail is going to come up on my social media page in the next couple of days. So please stay tuned. I do have the link to my Instagram below in the description. So please check it out. Do follow me over there if you want the chance to own your very own Super Treasure Hunt JEGS Dodge Challenger that has been autographed by JEGS Jr. himself. That is your opportunity. All proceeds will go to the JEGS Foundation, who supports the likes of Children's Hospital in that area and also the breast cancer research as well. They do some amazing, fantastic work over there at the JEGS Foundation. So don't worry, all proceeds do go to a great cause, and I really do appreciate everyone who does bid and also the winner. You get a fantastic product and you are supporting a great cause. Thank you so much guys for watching today's video. I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed it and looking forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you so much guys. Bye.